Hey guys, welcome to Beautiful by Megan Horst. Today I'm going to show you how to get fresh, even skin tone with an luminous finish. So first I'm going to start with my primer. This one is Arbonne's Makeup Primer. And I'm going to, it's so silky. It really is good in the T-zone area, so that's where I'm going to put it. Any areas where you might have wrinkles or larger pores, there's really no need to put it all over your face. Okay, so next what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with my Arbonne foundation, and this has been a favorite of mine for many, many years. Anyone who knows me knows that. This is the Perfecting Liquid Foundation. It does have an SPF of 15. So I'm going to go in with my Beauty Blender on the right side. So the Beauty Blender, it's the original Beauty Blender. What you do is you wet it and you wring it out, get all the moisture out of it, if you've never used one, and then you go back in with your foundation and just kind of dab it all over. I really like how it gets the product on without using too much. So I'm going to use the Beauty Blender on my right side. The Beauty Blender, I believe, is around $20. So I decided to try out the Real Techniques sponge. It's the Real Techniques orange sponge, and I did the same thing. I wet it and wrung out all the water. So this one is about 1/3 of the cost, and I thought I would try this one on the other side of my face just to compare and see how it does. So anyone who's on a budget, see if that would work for them. So this one has a flat end, unlike the original Beauty Blender, and that's kind of nice, I think, because it helps the product to really get on the face in larger, a larger area. But I don't really love how it's going on as well as the other side. I mean, it still looks good. It's just not my favorite, I don't think. I'm just going to go back in with a little more product to areas. Okay, so make sure you blend it out to the neck, the ears, and that looks pretty good. So what I think I'm going to do next, or what I know I'm going to do next, is I'm going to go in with some of my Nars Concealer. Can you see it? It comes with a wand. This one's really nice and thick and creamy. And I'm just going to put a little bit in the corners of my eyes. I'm feeling a little bluer than usual around the corners of my eyes, so that's why I'm using this one. It really has some peach in it, which helps me to just kind of counteract that. So what I'm going to do next is go in with a little bit more concealer around the rest of my eyes. This is the Tarte Creaseless Concealer. And so I used that other one first, the Nars, because I wanted to fight a little bit of that blue in the corners. This one I'm just going to kind of use all around the rest. And I do feel like it's more moisturizing, which I love. Okay. So next I'm going to take a little bit of my Becca Shimmering It's the Shimmering Skin Perfector liquid, which is absolutely amazing. I'm going to pump a little bit of that onto my hand, and if you can see, it's just so beautiful. It's gorgeous. So I'm going to take my Beauty Blender on my right side. I'm going to go over. Just kind of put it up there, and also above the brow on the side and under the brow. Just gives such a nice glow. Sometimes I put some on the nose, and I always like some on the Cupid's bow. And then I'm going to go in with my other blender on the other side. I might be a snob to the original Beauty Blender, because I just don't love this one as much. It doesn't feel as dense. Okay, so next what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with a little bit of bronzer. So this one is also an Arbonne one. I'm going to go a little bit underneath the cheekbone on either side, kind of pressing it in. And taking it up, a little bit up here. I also like to go just down the face where the sun would hit me if I were laying out, just to get a little bit of a bronzy look. Okay, again, what I'm going to do is go in with a little bit of bronzer. This color is Dusty Rose. There you go. And I'm going to go right on the corner, like the apples right there on the cheek. Not going above here where the illuminator is, and not going below where the bronzer is, just right in the middle. Okay. Next, what I'm going to do is go in and curl my eyelashes with my Uemura curler, and I'm going to start at the base, curling once, pulling out, curling twice, pulling out, and 3 times. My poor husband's having a coughing fit. Okay. 2 and 3. So what we can do is we can hit it with the eyeshadow. I'm just going to do one eyeshadow, and I'm going to use the Venus color, which is the lightest one. It's a little shimmery. Okay, and that was in my Naked palette, my Basics Naked palette. And then I'm going to go in with a little bit of MAC and All That Glitters is what it's called. It's a little worn off. So I'm going to go in with my brush and pat it in. I'm not like flinging color all over my face. I'm patting it in. This has kind of that bronzy look that matches under the cheeks. Next, what I'm going to do is go in with my mascara. And I'm going to start at the ends and just kind of make them a little thicker. And then I'm just going to start going to the base of the lashes and wiggling the brush out. If you get any on your skin, just go in with a Q-tip. And see, this mascara has so much product on the brush, you shouldn't even need to re-dab it. I swear it has lasted me for so many months, which I think
is the problem with other mascaras that I'll buy for each wedding I do or each event that I do. And they won't be this brand because they'll be waterproof. And there's literally no product left in the tube after the one day I used it. So if you'd like, you can go in on the bottom and then I always like to just pinch a little bit of the product off because I don't like it looking like I have a ton on the bottom. There we go. Okay. So next what I'm going to do is I am going to go in with a sharp pencil, or you could use a gel or a brow pen. But I chose for this one to use the Brenda Christian pencil. It's kind of to its end, so I'm going to need to get a new one soon. But I just go down in the direction that the hair is going, trying to mimic the little hairs and fill in this front part. So I'm kind of trying to draw an invisible line from the corner of my eye up to see where I need to fill it in. And then I will go to this side and do the same thing. Go in the direction of the hair. Kind of look at yourself and you can tell if it's a little uneven. Okay, so what I like to do is go in with the brush, kind of brush them up, and then I'm going to go in with that same Naked Basics palette that is so good for so many things. And I'm going to use the Naked 2 color, which is this color right here. And I'm going to just kind of put a little bit of filler right in there. It's kind of an ashy blonde color. So I'll show those of you who have darker brows or reddish brows, I'll show you some different colors from my kit that I like to use. So, because obviously if you don't have blonde hair, you're not going to want to use this Brenda Christian pencil, even though it is a universal brow pencil. I don't think that it would be universal for everyone. Okay, so that was my second step with the powder on the brows. And then what my third step is going to be is to go over it with this WOS color right here. Just to kind of take the edge off, because I don't like it looking like I have dark eyebrows. So this lighter color kind of just makes it soft, blends everything. I think that looks okay. I'm not, if it's not completely perfect, I mean, your face is not symmetrical, your ears are different, like everything's different, so you just get it as close as you can, and no one's going to be, you know, staring at you looking to make sure your eyebrows are perfect. So I'm going to go in with this Clinique Chubby Stick. This color is Curvy Candy. I love this for spring and summer especially, because it's basically like a balm but with lots of color. And I'm just going to go over my lips. You don't even need a mirror for this stick most of the time, because you can kind of feel where you're putting it. It's so moisturizing and lovely. I love it. Okay, so that is my look. If you're more oily, you can go over the T-zone of your face with a little powder. But I think it's fine. It doesn't really need much powder. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please check out my coming soon page at beautifulbymeganhorse.com,
where you can see the live countdown and when my new website will launch. And you could subscribe to get emails on our latest videos and blog posts. Also, check me out on Facebook and YouTube at Beautiful by Megan Horst. Thank you.